Good morning, everybody, on this beautiful Sunday, the 14th of April 2013. I hope you've all had a fantastic week. It's been a very busy week for me, dealing with all sorts of fascinating insurance claims. What I wanted to mention to you this week is the subject of burglaries, home burglaries. The reason being, we have had in our street over the last couple of weeks a spate of burglaries from residential homes, both from the building site over the road, as I think I mentioned to you a couple of weeks back, and also from homes just up and down the street. In fact, just a couple of houses away a few days ago, we had not only a burglary, but also some malicious damage when some kids, I think, must have started to throw some eggs and cause some damage to a car and the property itself. But also there was a break-in, and there was a break-in further up the road also a couple of weeks ago. Now, we belong to, in fact, my wife is a coordinator for the Neighbourhood Watch scheme in the area, and I would thoroughly recommend that you join your local Neighbourhood Watch scheme and get in touch with your PCO, your community liaison officers. They can give you flyers and handouts and things to stick in your window, little stickers, and also mark the road that you belong to a Neighbourhood Watch scheme. We have also set up a Facebook account for our street, so we all help and support one another in the street and can give advice and support during times of stress and trouble, and look out for one another when things like thefts and burglaries occur. It's a very useful tool. Over and above that, what I certainly recommend is that you check the locks on your doors and windows. Double check that you've got 5-lever mortise deadlocks of British standard on your front door that has a little kite mark on the plate, what we call the striking plate of the lock, and that's an insurance requirement for many insurance policies. So a deadlock, British standard 5-lever mortise deadlock on your front door, and deadlocks on all other doors. It's very, very important. There's several types of deadlocks, too many to go into now. There's ones called mortise rack bolts, there's mortise deadlocks, there's deadlocking rim latches, there's a whole variety, but I suggest you get in a good locksmith and ask him to recommend what you have on your doors. On your windows, have key operated window locks on all accessible windows. That is, all ground floor windows which are accessible, and also any first floor windows which are accessible from things like flat roofs, outside, fire escapes and external fire staircases and so on and so forth. And don't leave ladders lying around, don't leave tools in the garden that they can use to prise things open. People often ask me when I go on theft claims whether it's worthwhile getting alarms. I'm not convinced of alarms. If intruders want to get in, they're going to get in. If anything, in my opinion, an alarm sometimes draws attention to the fact that you may have something to steal in the home. That's just my personal take on it, but it's entirely up to you. There are some very good alarms out there now. There's even some systems where you can monitor through CCTV, wireless CCTV, exactly what's going on in your home at any given time, and you can pick up the CCTV line through your phone or your tablet or your computer if you're sitting in an office. To me, that's a little bit Big Brother, but there are all sorts of different things out there. You can have them monitored or not monitored. Needless to say, check with your insurance company if you are having any upgrades to your security. Check with your insurance company. You may be entitled to a discount on your premium. You may also be required to comply with certain things in any event, so make sure that if you're going to make upgrades, they do comply with what insurers want, because if they don't, and you have a burglary and you're in breach of the security conditions, then your claim won't get paid, or you may have struggled getting it paid. If you're in that situation, get in touch with me, and we may be able to give you some advice. So a few tips on securing your property. I hope you found that helpful. If you've got any queries, please let me know, and I hope you have a fantastic week. The beginning of our summer, who knows? It feels very warm, so I'm going to go and take my jumper off and get stuck in and maybe do a bit of gardening now. So have a great weekend, great week ahead, and I hope to speak to you all very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.